Well, it looks like the wait is finally over because Cotaland in Austin, Texas is here with its grand opening on September 26th. This will not only give the general public of the South their first ride on the new age Vekoma tilt coaster circuit breaker, but it will be the grand debut of the first Gerstlauer shuttle coaster in North America, Palindrome. But what's the price of entry, the park hours, and despite its seasonal racetrack the park sits next to? Will Cotaland be open year-round? I'll tell you all of that and more of what to expect for this new amusement park. Consider this a deep dive into what Cotaland has to offer. My name is Avery, and this is United Coasters. Despite the amusement park being listed on RCDB or the roller coaster database 6 years ago, Cotaland just announced via newsletter that the grand opening will be Saturday, September 26th, with tickets on sale now at $100 each? Wow, okay, that's a bit much for opening day, but it looks like the real price of entry will be $75 for an any day ticket. But if you want to get the most out of your ticket, it would be better to get a choose your day ticket starting at $65. Regardless of your choice, it's best to get your tickets and add-ons online or in the app rather than at the gate, due to it being both efficient and cheaper. And speaking of add-ons, it looks like this park will allow you to add a lot, including a season pass. There are only 2 annual passes, a standard pro pass at $200 and a champion pass at $250. Both give out unlimited visits, free general parking, discounted preferred parking, speed city perks, we'll get into that, and VIP passes. They differ in discounted food, general merchandise, and extra tickets, with the Pro Pass giving 10%, 10%, and 25% off, and the Champion Pass doing a little bit more with 15%, 15%, and half off respectively. Looking at the prices alone, I at first saw this as a big ask considering the newness of the park, especially considering its coaster lineup including 30 rides and attractions with entry. But looking at the passes even more, I can understand why it would be a viable option, and that's only because of the discounts and add-ons. On paper, it looks like Cotaland will be more than an average amusement park. That's in part to the 5 additional experiences they offer at an additional fee. 4 of them are trivial in that it's a zip line, mini golf, and go-karts, aka Speed City, for either the youth or adults on tracks that mimic the racing circuit. But the last one is something that you can't find at any park. Cotaland is debuting Hot Lap, a ride-along in a BMW on the actual Circuit of America's racetrack. Now I know that sounds cool and all, but here are some caveats. For starters, this experience isn't new since you could already do this at Coda before. And the second thing is that price to fun ratio. This experience is only 1 lap, 3.4 miles and 20 turns, and it will run you $175 a person since there's only 1 person in that passenger seat. For Formula 1 fans, this could be a still of a deal, but to a guy like me, I'll just stick to the coasters. And speaking of, Cotaland is planning to open with Palindrome, making the park have a total of 5 coasters, including its SPF Visa microcoaster Checkers Skyflyer, the Wacky Worm made by Levant Luna Park, the relocated Schwarzkopf Wildcat named Retro Rambler, and of course, the new age Vekoma tilt coaster Circuit Breaker. I already went into full depth of Cotaland's 2 main coasters, and you can see that in the description under the subscribe button. But before you check out those, I want to tell you about the 5th coaster that possibly will open with the park or very soon after. According to RCDB, Cotaland will have the relocated SPF Visa Big Air Coaster, Fun in the Sun, originally from Funplex at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This is a relatively new take on a family coaster, with a more tame spinning ride in the front akin to Gerstlauer spin coasters, but 2 of the cars on the train offer a unique flip mechanic controlled by magnets to give riders a vertical spin instead. I can see this as a perfect transition for kids to get more attuned to the 2 major coasters at the park. Getting more in-depth with what the park has to offer overall, Cotaland's more familiar add-ons include a skip the line pass, both the one-time and unlimited, general parking, preferred covered parking, and even valet parking. They also have an unlimited drink pass with a souvenir cup for the visit too. Cotaland will also have a plethora of diverse dining options, from your standard pizza and nachos all the way to coffee and Mediterranean food. This culminates to their T20 restaurant and terrace that serves burgers, chicken tenders, vegetarian options, and drinks. Lastly, we'll look at the park's posted hours and schedule. According to the website, the park will operate sporadically, mainly focused on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for the most part, with Thursdays and Mondays from time to time depending on racing events. The park hours are primarily 10 to 7, but change depending on the date, with some days having it as early as 9 a.m. and some having it closed as late as 10 p.m. So that's something to keep in mind. Their online calendar only goes until late November, so I'm assuming that it will be updated based on its reputation and attendance. Now with all this in mind, the only question I have for this park is, will it be successful? Going off its price point, experiences, and ride options, I'm leaning towards yes. The Circuit of Americas already has a foothold on racing fans, and even has an RV park for its events where you can camp out. Coda also sits around the Germania Insurance Amphitheater, which is already a venue for live concerts. With the presence of Cotaland, it will incentivize patrons to stay longer and even usher in new fans of the sport of racing if done correctly. Being a fan of amusement parks, I want Cotaland to succeed, so I can't wait to see what this park has to offer in the not too distant future. Probably not on opening day, but still, this is a must visit. If you're just as excited as I am for this new park and are planning to go, let me know in the comments after liking the video. Lastly, I just want to say thank you for watching, and remember to stay united.